Hi guys, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman, and this week I'm checking out the 2020 Subaru BRZ, or is it Z? Either way, this is the Sport Tech RS Edition model. I'm Canadian, so we say BRZ, but since rolling into market in 2013, Subaru and Toyota have collaborated on this sporty coupe. And although both brands share a lot of similarities, Subaru's Sport Tech RS trim level is the best for this brand in my opinion. Now in 2020, not a lot has changed in terms of styling, and that's okay, because over the years, Subaru has remained consistent with their sleek exterior design with dramatic LED lights, aerodynamic spoiler, and now refreshed 17-inch 10-spoke gunmetal gray alloy wheels. And although, yes, I would have preferred the option to have a carbon fiber package upgrade, I'm content with the BRZ's manual transmission when matched to a 2-liter 4-cylinder boxer engine which produces 205 horsepower and 156 pounds of foot torque. And of course, no video is complete without the exhaust test, especially when you have a vehicle equipped with a dual exhaust system. Hit it! Amazing! This is a rear-wheel drive vehicle and it comes equipped with performance tires. So if you intend to continue to drive your BRZ through the fall or winter months, I highly recommend either all seasons or winter tires depending on where you live. I also would get smaller wheels so you can expose more of that rubber and you get more traction. But besides that, the Sport Tech RS Edition model comes with the Performance Brake Update from Brembo, and they look fantastic on this vehicle. The BRZ has a 2+2 configuration, which essentially means you can fit up to 4 people in here. The rear seats, it's going to be incredibly tight, but if you want to put the rear seats down, you have to go through the trunk. And once you do that, you actually have a fair amount of space. You can probably easily squeeze 4 track tires in here, but like I said, it's going to be a tight squeeze. Similar to the WRX, Subaru keeps everything incredibly simple and clean in here. There's no additional clutter. Starting with the steering wheel, great size and nice fit in your hands. There's nothing on the steering wheel that doesn't need to be here, only radio, Bluetooth. But what's really cool is when you go through your menu option and right beside your tachometer, you can actually track how your performance is, whether you're on the road or at the racetrack. You can watch your throttle modulation, you can watch your braking. It's really cool if you want to become a better driver. So besides that, as you move towards the center, same infotainment system that is in the WRX. Click the link above. I'll provide the video there, and I introduced you guys to it, but you have 7 inches. Really easy to use. It's one of the better ones in the industry. Of course, the Sport Tech RS Edition model comes with standard and navigation. And what's pretty cool too is you get 3 months of complimentary Sirius XM radio. So that's nice. You drop down, it is only single climate control in here, which makes sense because it is such a small space. The carbon fiber you see is a fake carbon fiber. I said in the introduction, I wish they offered a carbon fiber package, but they don't do so yet. Drop down just below there. I've been using this little cubby hole for my key fobs all week. And it's interesting. It's helped me to get used to these start-stop ignition button. You're so used to jumping in a car and turning it on by using the start-stop button up here, and it's not there anymore. It's down here. So keeping my key fob there has really gotten me used to that. But connectivity is minimal. You have one USB and you have a 12 volt. And that's it. And it's all shared amongst the car again, because it's a small space. So, I mean, easy to share. In relation to the gear shifter selector and to traction control features, I will speak about this on my test drive, and you definitely don't want to miss it. Yeah, because this track mode is pretty cool what Subaru has done. But what I will tell you is similar to the WRX, not just similar, the same. It is a short throw shifter, and the gear selector is quite long, which is strange until you get on the road, and then everything makes sense. So I'll talk more about that while I'm driving. But of course, you get your heated seats. It has to be mandatory in Canada. That's great. But two comfort features that you should be aware of is there's no armrest for either the driver or the passenger. Again, it makes sense for when you're shifting, right? If you had an armrest there, it would get in the way. And then this is pretty cool. When I first got into the BRZ, I looked at my cup holders and I'm like, well, that's kind of awkward. Can't really fit my arm, grab your drink, whatever. But if you intend to track your car, what Subaru has done is either provided you the option to move it front or move it forward. If you're a shorter driver, you're going to want it forward. Taller driver, you're going to want to move it back. I'm already ready with my FASTLANE, a quick detailer for the track, but you can take it out. So when you are tracking your BRZ, you don't want anything flying around. So Subaru said, well, you don't really need cup holders when you're tracking your car, right? So instead of moving it forwards, backwards, whatever, just take it right on out. So that's pretty nice. So I save the best for last. Sport bucket seats, but not just any sport bucket seats. This is soft leather, and it's paired with Alcantara material. So whenever you can get seats that you would find in a premium brand, premium luxury brand like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, this is the best. And it makes it even better that this whole vehicle is less than $32,000. So you will love these seats. It's a favorite of mine because, again, if you're going to track your BRZ, it's going to keep you glued down. But besides that, let's hit the road. Okay, back behind the wheel of the 2020 Subaru BRZ Sport-Tech RS Edition model. I've had this vehicle for a week now, and I can say it's been incredibly fun. But then again, it is a Subaru, so I didn't expect anything else. Right off the bat, top favorite features have to be manual transmission. I'll tell you why in a second, but definitely manual transmission. The styling of the LED lights in both the front and the rear look really, really good. I know they've been out for a couple years now, but it doesn't matter. They don't get old. Subaru, you did a really good job on those. And then the crystal white pearl. The exterior color matched with those red Brembo brake calipers look sharp. Like, it really makes the car pop. So well done. But I mentioned the manual transmission, so let's jump right into driving dynamics. What Subaru does very well in both of their performance vehicles, being the WRX models and being the BRZ, is they gear ratio them right. Meaning when you go to bang gears, you want to upshift fast. You want to go from second to third, fourth, all the way up to sixth. It doesn't fall on its face. So Subaru does a great job when making sure that the RPMs hold longer in a higher range, so you can go quicker, faster, or you can go faster, quicker. You know what I mean. Really great job. Now, some other manufacturers have something called auto blip, and this is where they help you downshift. So when you downshift, it's a lot smoother and you don't have that jerk, right? Well, Subaru doesn't do that for you. I mean, this is a driver's car. But what they do really well in the BRZ is the positioning of the pedals. The pedals are a little bit closer together, so if you want to heel toe, makes it really easy to do that. One thing I want to point out though, it doesn't matter if it's on the passenger side or it's on the driver's side, you're going to have a blind spot, which I honestly, I couldn't believe there was a blind spot in a vehicle this small. But when the front passenger seat is all the way pulled back, or sorry, pushed back, it blocks that small second window, so you can't see out of it. So you have to make sure that you're adjusting your side mirrors correctly. You're not going to be able to see. Now, when you're tracking your BRZ, that doesn't matter, but definitely on the roads, you want to be aware of that. So, quick tip right there. So some people will say that the BRZ has two driving modes. The one when you jump in the car, or track mode. So, let me clarify. Again, you could argue both ways, one mode, two modes, but Subaru doesn't give you any of this blind spot monitoring or, you know, lane assist. None of that. It doesn't come with any of that. This is a driver's car. I'm going to keep saying it, a driver's car. All they provide you with is traction control and stability control. But when you put it in track mode, what they do is allow you to take the vehicle a little bit further, okay? So you can have more fun with it. You can let it have oversteer, but it will still remain in control. It will still protect you before you take it a little bit too far. So can you technically call that another mode? Sure. I mean, you can argue it both ways. Either way, that's great tech because you can have a lot of fun with it. That said, disappointments are that this vehicle is only 205 horsepower. It looks like a vehicle that would be much faster. So it is a perfectly balanced car, and if you do want to make it go faster, you definitely can. You can mod it out, okay? So what I recommend is you look up my friends at Tuner Battlegrounds, PassMag. Okay, PassMag runs Tuner Battlegrounds. It's in North America. These people have great cars that are all modded out. They look fantastic. So if you're disappointed like me that it's a little bit slow, well, look at ways that you can tune your car to make it go a little bit faster. And if you really want that carbon fiber package like I would want, well, you could do it. And again, there will be plenty of suggestions for you. Besides that, I mean, is there going to be a next generation? Because this vehicle came to market as a 2012, but it rolled into market in 2013, and there hasn't been a lot of updates in between. They're a little bit on the styling, different colors, you know what I mean. So online reports suggest that there may not be a Gen 2. Subaru Canada wouldn't comment. Toyota, who collaborates on this car, has said that they will have a Gen 2. So who knows, right? Some reports are saying yes, some are saying no. I hope it sticks around because it's a lot of fun whether you're on the road or you're taking it to a track. And if you want to mod it out, there's so many cool things that you can do to it. But besides that, I suggest in all my vehicles, test drives are for free. I'll provide a link down below. Check out your closest Subaru, book an appointment at your convenience so you don't have to wait around. But besides that, guys, I'm heading to iCar for track day. This is where this car belongs. But make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss How To Tuesday or Future Car Friday. Thanks, guys.